Your voice is one of the primary architects of your reality. Before people see your work, before they understand your value, they hear your vibration. Most women have been conditioned to speak in a way that is pleasing, accommodating, and safe. We are taught to soften our edges, to use filler words to avoid being too certain, and to ask for permission through our inflections. But in the Atelier, we know that language is not just for communication. It is for command. If you find yourself being interrupted, talked over, or constantly asked to repeat yourself, the flaw is not in your ideas. It is in your vocal architecture. Today, we are dismantling the speech patterns of the submissive and installing the sovereign tongue. Welcome to the Feminine Atelier. Let us begin today's lesson. I am going to show you how to use silence, resonance, and specific power phrases to shift the atmosphere of any room you enter. We must first understand why we speak the way we do. Most reliable women suffer from vocal apologizing. This manifests in uptalking, ending your sentences with a rising pitch that makes a statement sound like a question. It manifests in over-explaining, speaking at length because you're afraid that a short, direct answer will be perceived as rude. Psychologically, these habits are rooted in a fear of conflict. By making yourself sound softer or less sure, you are subconsciously trying to signal to others that you are not a threat. You're essentially begging the room to like you. The problem? You cannot be liked and respected simultaneously in a professional or high-level hierarchy if you are signaling submissiveness. The architect does not speak to be liked. The architect speaks to be understood and followed. When you clutter your speech with, "I just think," "Does that make sense?" and "I'm sorry," you are adding noise to your signal. You are making people work harder to find your value, and in a high-speed world, most people will simply stop listening. In the Atelier, we study the concept of linguistic economy. High-status individuals speak less than those below them. Why? Because they know their words have weight. They do not need to fill every silence. They understand that silence is a tool of interrogation and authority. When you speak quickly, you are signaling to the listener that you don't believe your words are worth their time, so you're trying to get them out as fast as possible before you're interrupted. The sovereign tongue is defined by velocity and volume. You must learn to speak 10% slower than your natural instinct. You must learn to use the low resonance of your chest rather than the high resonance of your throat. When you slow down, you force the world to adjust to your tempo. You stop being the reactor to the conversation and start being the conductor of it. This is the difference between noise and music. Let us explain the specific architectural shifts in your vocabulary. These are the power phrases that instantly recalibrate how you are perceived. Replacing the just. Your old habit is "I'm just checking in on the status." The new standard? "I am following up on the status." Just is a plea for permission. Remove it entirely. Your inquiry is valid without an apology. Second, replacing the validation seek. The old habit? "Does that make sense?" The new standard. I look forward to your thoughts on this. The first assumes the listener might be confused because of you. The second assumes your point was clear and invites a high-level response. Third, replacing the softened no. The old habit. "I don't think I can make that work. I'm so sorry. I have this other thing." The new standard. "That does not align with my current schedule." A sovereign woman does not offer her calendar for audit. A no is a complete architectural structure. It does not need props to hold it up. Fourth, replacing "I think." The old habit. "I think we should maybe try." The new standard. The most effective route is. "I think" is a personal opinion. The most effective route is an objective observation. Position yourself as the expert. Understanding these phrase swaps is the beginning, but the tongue is a muscle, and like any muscle, it has muscle memory. You can know what to say, but in the moment of high pressure, your brain will revert to the good girl scripts you've used for years. This is why I built the Elocution Lab in the university syllabus. Inside the syllabus, we move beyond the phrases and into the actual technical drills. We practice chest resonance to lower your vocal pitch. We engage in speech pacing, exercising to eliminate filler words like and like. We even provide a full Power Glossary that covers everything from salary negotiations to setting boundaries in your personal sanctuary. If you are ready to stop being talked over and start being heard, the syllabus is your technical manual. The link is in the description. The final element of the sovereign tongue is not what you say, but what you don't say. The next time you ask a difficult question or someone attempts to overpower you in a conversation, I want you to utilize the 5-second silence. Instead of rushing to defend or answer, simply look at the person. Maintain eye contact, count to 5 in your head. This creates a vacuum. Most people are terrified of silence and will begin rambling to fill it. They will often walk back on their own aggressive stance and offer more information than intended. By doing nothing, you have gained everything. You have signaled that you are unshakable. This is the peak of linguistic economy. The woman who can sit in silence without fidgeting or smiling is the woman who owns the room. Your words are the bricks of your empire. If they are soft, the structure will crumble. If they are solid, intentional, and rare, you will build something that lasts. Stop speaking to be felt and start speaking to be heard. This session is complete. If this study resonated with you, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to the Atelier. Our community is built on the pursuit of substance, and I would be honored to have you join us. To continue your curriculum, visit the link in the descriptions to join our Sunday study dispatches and download your foundation study. And for the full Elocution Lab and 30-day protocol, I will see you inside the university syllabus. Until the next lesson, stay intentional.